Hey everybody, Shane Presley here, Rock Paper Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in to another brand new episode. Today's features Tree 1-4. Had a lot of fun hanging with the guys, getting a little spooky, talking about some Halloween stuff. And happy Halloween to you and yours. Hope you enjoy the day and have fun with the family and get some candy. But had a lot of fun hanging with Tree 1-4, talking about some brand new music, when we might be able to expect some more, but you're going to get a little sneak peek at what they've been working on today's episode. So, world premiere exclusive right here on Rock Paper Podcast. Catch them live November 24th at the Pageant opening for The Urge. It's going to be a great night. Tickets remain available right now, but not for long, so grab them while you can. And a big thank you again to Friendship Brewing Company in Wentzville, Missouri for their continued support, helping keeping this show going. Please come out and visit them and support your local beer. They've got the Wentzville location and located in historic downtown Wentzville, serving up over 25 different taps daily. So you can come out and check out that for all your craft beer needs, all kinds of delicious food. You got your burgers and nachos, flatbread pizzas, and pretzels and things like that. And some great music out there on the patio while weather permitting. Might be moving indoor now that it's cooling off, but if it's a nice day, we'll be out on the patio. And you've heard me talk about it, but they recently, back in July, opened up a brand new location in Flint Hill, Missouri. And it's just a beautiful space. You need to come see it. And you can catch some of the same great beers out there, but a whole new dining experience called the Fly High Kitchen. Partnered up with some of the folks over at Duke's Barbecue to create a new menu out at the Flint Hill location. And you get some another opportunity for some live music there this weekend. You got Friday, November 3rd, Steve Kyle returns to Fly High. November 4th, Buddy and Twistle. You can find their full beer menu, food menu, concert calendar, and more at friendshipbrewingcompany.com. Get plugged in with them on the socials, Facebook and Instagram for more info. Yeah, come out and see what it's all about. Keep an eye out. Also, brand new location coming soon to Hannibal, Missouri area. So very excited about that as well. So yeah, get out, support local beer, have a great time, and be sure to drink responsibly. If you need anything from me, you can always find me at rockpaperpodcast.com. Hit me up on the socials. Email me, rockpaperpodcast@gmail.com. Would love to hear from you. And with that out of the way, sit back, relax, and enjoy brand new Halloween episode with Tree 1-4.
A podcast is kind of like it's like a radio show that's not on the radio. It's on the internet. Does that make sense? Uh-huh. Yeah. That's also like my mom. It makes it sound more confusing, doesn't it? It sounds like this.
Rock Paper Podcast.
Scissors beat paper, paper covers rock. Rock beats scissors, Shane covers non-stop. Never know what new kind of guest that he's got coming at you. Live and direct on the spot. Could be rock, folk, country, or hip-hop, jazz. All kind of folks that he has. Could be an artist or a comedian to make you laugh on the
Rock Paper Podcast.
double-decker fudge round, rolling round town. Shane coming at you live and direct from ground zero. He's your hero, he's your bestie. Rock Paper Podcast with Shane Presley.
Rock Paper Podcast.
Hey everybody, Shane Presley here, Rock Paper Podcast, coming to you from St. Louis, Missouri. Hanging out today with returning guest, Tree 1-4.
Woo! Yeah, what's up?
Crowd goes wild.
Hello.
Welcome back, guys.
Thanks.
This is
for having us.
yeah, this is always fun coming down here into the practice space and getting to hang with some old friends.
The treehouse.
Right on.
But yeah, I think I looked it up, man. It's been like almost exactly 2 years since we did one of these. I think we sat down here talking about the last record.
The last album.
And
Was it 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Shit,
My God, that's how long we've been in the studio.
Yeah.
gearing up for album release
takes a
party at that time. And
Yeah.
so it's fun to sit back down here and talk about some new Tree 1/4 tunes that are on the way.
Yes.
And everything else you guys been up to. So,
Hell yeah.
but yeah, and it's fun because we are getting real close to Halloween, and it's getting spooky season and things. Just a lot going on, and but being that it's almost Halloween, I was thinking, did you guys got some plans? You guys got your Halloween costume picked out this year?
I do. Well, it was very last minute. We went to Johnny Brock's on Saturday.
Sure.
Which was like, it's kind of like Black Friday of Halloween, like Saturday morning.
Right.
It was insane.
Just a scramble for everything.
So I picked this, I found this witch doctor thing and I tried it on. I was like, man, this is like pajamas for $100. So I could do this way better, dude. I could do this way better at home. So that's what I ended up doing. It worked out pretty good.
It looked good. Pictures look nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Especially the one where your tongue was sticking out.
That wasn't a prop.
You were licking the skull.
Yeah. It wasn't a prop.
I saw
It looked like a prop tongue, but not
You're a prop.
I saw a video that was like a Instagram reel, and it was these guys like adults first time costume shopping or whatever, and they like go to the store and they're like, oh man, yeah, maybe I could be this wear this pirate hat, and he's like, oh, $40. No, I'm not gonna. It's like just like how everything's so expensive in all those stores, like for a goofy costume. So it just made me laugh, like, because that's very accurate.
It's always going to be the stuff you put together like at home,
Right.
Without like buying very minimal shit, like,
Sure.
going off of an idea. Those are the good costumes. You can go to a store and get like a cookie cutter costume. That's cool. But like, yeah,
I really want one of those the inflatable T-Rex costumes, which I know everybody has, but I want to get one and play a gig with it.
There you go.
Playing on the drums there.
because it would be like right here though, and the snares there.
Imagine the tiny little arms.
Yeah, but your head in your head you'd be like,
And the head flopping around. I don't know.
You'd have to move the snare.
It could.
'cause
It might possibly be impossible.
You can make it work.
Yeah.
Not well, that attitude.
You'll never get anywhere in this business.
Do you guys have a favorite costume over the years, or like when you were a kid, like that a memory of a Halloween that comes to mind that you really enjoyed?
Probably Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a turtle or a pirate
yeah.
every year. I can't remember the last
Since
time
you
it
were
was
a
something
kid?
else.
Oh, shit, that's funny.
It's usually every day.
I remember like how was that time when you were like, it was always whatever you were doing, but like you were like the dead version of that. Like it was like I was always like a dead. It was like a dead football player.
My daughter dressed up as a vampire Michael Jackson, undead vampire Michael Jackson one year.
Yeah,
Like
Not
Thriller?
the Thriller Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Kinda,
wait.
but
Okay. So
kind
she
of.
was
Yeah, that may be where she was.
like a
But the look,
curveball.
but I live on the north side, right? And the looks we were getting when we were trick or treating, walking around. So little 5-6-year-old white girl dressed like Michael Jackson.
Right.
You're like, what the? Is she? It's funny.
yeah. What's your favorite Halloween candy, and least favorite Halloween candy?
I mean, candy corn's the easy one. Everybody likes to hate on candy corn.
I like
It
it.
was made in 1988.
It's
All
disgusting.
the candy corn.
It's
Everyone's is doing it. It's been made in 1988.
Candy corn is like drinking a candle.
Whatever those things are, they come in the wax paper, like the black and orange wax paper. I don't know what those pieces of shit are, but
I think they're like supposed to be like peanut butter,
they're not very good.
Oh yeah, those are disgusting.
but they like rip your teeth out, and
They're not good.
yeah,
I don't even know what they're called. That's how bad they are. They don't have a name. But you
They
know
don't
what I'm
even put
talking
their
about.
own name on the package.
I think it just says candy on the bag.
candy.
Yeah,
with a
yeah,
K.
that sounds
With a
like
K. It's communist candy. It's a band name. Write it down.
The Soviet Russia candy eats you.
We were doing like a trunk or treat the other day, and I was like, I was thinking about sticking at the school, and I was thinking about sticking a bucket out there for, Reese's collection point, trying to get all the kids to see if they'll donate their Reese's to me. But
Well, that'd be the number one candy.
yeah,
Reese's is pretty good.
yeah. That's the
Not Reese's. Right?
Reese's.
Like a monkey.
Reese's.
Is it
Yeah,
Reese's?
because who was the comedian did the
monkey
whole bit about
droppings.
that? Like, if your name is Reese, can you just walk around and be like, "That's my candy, man."
that's Mitch Hedberg.
Mitch Hedberg, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Reese's candy. My name's Reese. Give me my candy.
He's then he says that how Kit Kat, he's like how it's got like stamped in there, and he's like, that's a clever chocolate saving technique right there. He's
Right.
like, that,
I want the rest of my chocolate.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's just fun. I got to do a little bit last night. That's why I was thinking about all this. I got to dress up in my Michael Myers outfit and scare a bunch of kids at my cousin's party, and it was a lot of fun. Just like that's some of my favorite stuff. Just messing with the little ones and like
Yeah,
they're-
fucking with kids is awesome.
yeah.
Fuck those kids.
Yeah, I drag my kid to all the haunted houses, and she's not a fan, but I make her go. I'm like, we're going, whether you like it or not. It's Halloween. We're going to the haunted house, and she likes
You
it.
take her to Creepy World or what?
I took her to Creepy World, and it was packed, but we had a good time. This was a few weeks ago, so. But
At Six Flags, right?
no, this is the one out in Fenton.
Oh, Creepy World. Yeah. Never
Fenton.
mind.
Yeah.
Did you go to? It's Fright Fest out at Six Flags.
We did Fright Fest too.
Did they freak her out, run around and scare her?
Yeah,
Did the dude have the metal things on his knees that was sliding around?
do all that stuff.
He scared the crap out of Zuri when we went there like a few years ago.
They did this cool thing where if you get there right when they open, the train pulls in, and like
Yeah, you can see
everyone
all the
that's got
clowns
costumes
and-
on
yeah,
that
yeah.
works there, they get off of the train, and dude, it was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very coordinated. Very cool.
Yeah. Years ago, I always think of this memory too. We went to one of my friends had an old school bus and drove like, I don't know, 30 of us or whatever, a bunch of my friends to the city to go to the Creepy World or whatever, one of the Halloween haunted houses. And I remember my buddy Sean was dating Maggie at the time, and we like ran ahead of the pack. Like they were a bunch of these girls were all like huddled up, scared to go through the house together. And me and Sean like ran ahead, and like we started like actually like scaring people that were working because we were like like quiet, and they were like, oh, like, and like and then they we were like, oh hey, our his girlfriend's coming up on behind us. Her name's Maggie. And then so like they were like then they started doing that, and they were just yelling her name and stuff. Maggie,
How do they know my name?
And like really that like tortured her for sure. Like it
That's funny.
and but yeah, that was one of my favorite haunted house memories. Just the psychological drama that comes with all that.
Yeah, we try to go every year. That's probably my favorite thing about the whole
I
season.
can't do the haunted house thing anymore. Like when I was growing up, it was always like the Northside Fire Department would do their whole fire station into a haunted house, shit like that. Or JC's always had a haunted house somewhere. JC's always, but it was always like, now when I go, it's like claustrophobic, man. I just can't. Last time I went, I remember they had something built in where there was a ramp going up and the walls were getting smaller as you're going up this ramp, and the ceiling stayed the same height. So you had to go up through this little hole, and I'm like 6'4", And, you know, and the older I get, man, I just, you know, trying to crawl through the, I don't know.
You ever go to the City Museum?
Yeah, and I don't do that anymore either, man. I'll go to City Museum and just watch my kid do her thing and go down the slide.
You just sit on the bench at this point.
Yeah.
Like, go have fun. Get out of here.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I did.
Get off my lawn.
Excuse me. I did City Museum, and some of that's like, I know I can fit here, but I don't want to find out I can't fit at the other end. You know, it's like, and so I'm like, I'll just sit this one out. I'll just, yeah.
Yeah, have you ever tried to turn around like in one of those little wrought iron tunnels they make that's outside the building?
All right, guys, we're gonna have to all back up. You know, like put it in reverse. Like,
I wonder how many people get caught. I wonder how many people actually get caught in those things every year.
Yeah,
I'm sure it happens.
They got like a guy on call, like ready to go.
They get
Oh,
stuck
got
in
another
there.
one.
Some WD-40s in there.
Go get the bearing grease.
But yeah, man. So we got some new music from Tree 14 on the way. Like I said, it's been a bit since we released some music. So, which I was listening to Exhilarama on the way down and having a lot of fun revisiting that record, and which now, you know, is fully available on all your digital platforms. If you haven't revisited in a while, let's crank it up loud and have a good time. But let's talk about what you guys been up to. You I guess you went back to the studio with Gabe.
Yeah.
That was where we recorded.
Mm-hmm.
So we recorded it encapsulated. This record was kind of done in a transitional phase, I guess, in the band. So
Yeah, coming off the last record and then going into this record, the lineup was changing a little bit. You know, of course, with Joe leaving the band, and so we were trying to figure out what you know, where we were going with it, and yeah, it's a good stamp on where we were at. You know, those songs now kind of to us are like older tunes because we've been playing them for a while.
well, that's the old. This new stuff.
We got like almost a record's worth of material.
The new stuff
already.
The new stuff is the
Dude,
old
they haven't
stuff.
even heard the new stuff yet.
The
but the new stuff to everybody else.
The new stuff.
It's so good it hasn't even been written yet.
But the new
stuff,
record, it's
old.
It's not a departure, but it's
old now.
You can hear us. You can hear how we're getting to where we're going with it. You know what I mean? His sound is becoming defined.
It's a little more aggressive. I feel like
it's more. It's not so quirky. It's more rock. We're just, you know, this is a good rock record, man. Of course, there's a reggae tune on there.
Two of them.
The reggae's in there.
The one they're hearing is got a little bit of
Yeah, Cheiftain kind of is.
sprinkle it in there.
Cheiftain's almost like an overture. It's like, you know, there's some rock, there's a little bit of ska, there's a little bit of reggae, all in one tune. In 3.5 minutes, you kind of go on a little roller coaster ride.
Sure. I mean, if I had to say, like, I think that's pretty much sums up what you guys do. I mean, you guys there's been all those influences coming through the sound over the years. I mean, there's a lot of different things that you guys are, you know, some lean a little bit more rock, some lean a little more reggae, some almost psychedelic at times and things, and a lot of different avenues of what defines Tree 14, which helps for me as a fan, keeps it interesting, and it's always something different coming out of the track. So, but yeah, so I feel like that's pretty good. I wouldn't. It's about what I expected from you guys.
Right.
Like a little bit of everything.
Yeah, this I don't know. For me, the new record, I dig it. We were just kind of talking about it before, but this record's more mature to my ears than the last record. The last record's great. I love Exhilarama. I still listen to it. I'm not one of those guys who's like, I never listen to my own music. I listen to my stuff a lot because I like the songs. Right. I wouldn't play them if I didn't like them. You know what I mean? And it's funny because my wife's always like, you know, you just like listening to yourself. I'm like, I'm not listening to me. I'm listening to my band, and I like my band otherwise. But this record, yeah, it's just got a different sound. Sonically, it's different. I talked to Gabe a little bit. I don't want to give away his secrets or whatever, but this song he kind of mentioned was done a little more analog than Exhilarama was. So it has the spectrum's just wider. It's just, I don't know. It has more earthiness to me, you know. And the songs are cool. I mean, the songs are definitely, like Brad was talking about, you mentioned how it's kind of it's a little darker.
It's too dark, more aggressive,
it's not
heavier.
It's not so ha-ha. It's a little more, hey, here's where we're at, you know?
Yeah. A little angrier, too.
Yeah,
There's even some blues on there if you want to count Live It Up. The verses are all
kind of
real
like,
bluesy.
Almost kind of like some Black Keys or something.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
A little bit, maybe.
Yeah, it's, you know, we're always drawn from wherever we can find something we can steal and just drop in, you know, not literally steal it, but like we like that vibe. So we're going to try to comp that vibe, you know.
Thief.
Most time it's on accident, but
a lot of fish.
A lot of fish.
A lot of fish.
There's a ton of fish on this record. A lot of weird times. No, there's not. No, this record to me was just more, it's pretty more straight ahead, a good rock record, man.
pretty straight rock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, we mentioned the song. Let's go ahead and drop in. And you said Cheiftain?
Cheiftain.
Yeah.
Cheiftain.
This
Certainly.
Some days I feel better than others. Just wanna lie here under the covers, gonna sleep all day till the night comes and takes me away. Some days I feel better than others. Just wanna lie here under the covers, gonna sleep all day till the night comes and takes me away. The poisonous energy, keep that away from me. Don't want to watch you bleed. Your blind but refuse to see. Your poisonous energy, keep that away from me. Don't want to water your seeds. Sundays are always better with something. Give me a drink or a bottle of something. Gonna drink all day till my demons come sweep me away. Sundays are always better with something. Give me a drink or a bottle of something. Gonna drink all day till my demons come sweep me away. Your poisonous energy, keep that away from me. Don't want to watch you bleed. Your blind but refuse to see. Your poisonous energy, keep that away from me. Don't want to water your seeds. Bad vibes, really super sad vibes. Stranded from the Xbox, Call of Duty, dead vibes. Someday, maybe I hope that you will realize every single thing I do is absolutely compromised. You're the chieftain of the bad vibes arrive. Silver tongue, I'm full of lies. You're the chieftain of the bad vibes arrive. How the hell are you still alive?
what do you guys want to say around this particular one?
That's a song.
It's certainly a song.
Tell everybody exactly what the words mean so they
what's
can't come
Cheiftain?
up with
What's
it on
Cheiftain
their own.
mean, Bradley? What's Cheiftain mean?
Different stuff to different
to you.
I think for the lyrics, for me, this was kind of written in a turbulent time, and just kind of, I don't know,
getting some stuff off your chest, big guy.
Just yeah.
When I listen to it, it sounds to me like you're just kind of sick of negative energy around you, and it's like just take your negative energy somewhere else.
A lot of it's just like waking up hungover and
that would be
just
negative
kind
energy.
of being mad about it. Like
that's negative energy.
You know, I think is
That's
kind of what the verse is about. But yeah, it's just not really anything specific. I guess it was kind of just how I was feeling that day. You know, it's that. Yeah.
Well, I guess you haven't really felt that in a while, then, right?
Right. Yeah. It'll be 30 days Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's cool. Like I got quite a few people around. My brother's been sober since January. He's been doing really well with it, and I don't know, but I think there seems to be more of a movement that people.
I think it's because cannabis is legal.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it.
Right.
I think a lot of people are not consuming alcohol as much as they used to because it's like, well, I can just go buy weed now.
Right. And it's really hard to get hungover off of weed. Like, I mean, you can, but I mean,
it'll be 2 years
more like
in
a pizza
January
coma
for me that I haven't even had beer. I mean, nothing. Yeah. So copious amounts of marijuana, but
yeah.
It's got to be better for me, right?
Right.
It's got to be.
The whole thing of just not having a hangover ever is just that's like the sell point for me.
Yeah, it's a weird way to live your life. It's
it's different, man. Like I went to a party last night and like woke up bright and early. Like I would never do that before. Right. It's like Sunday's just no plans because I'm going to be hungover.
It's nice going to bed knowing in the morning you're not going to be like, fuck.
Yeah, dude,
It's like you're going to wake up and be like, all right, I'm a little tired, but I'm good. I'm good. Eggs, bacon.
Right.
Smoke a joint.
So when we have any kind of idea when we might hear some more of these songs or
well,
he was working on it.
I'm working on it.
He's working on it. He called me up the other day.
I don't know. When's it coming out,
He called me up. He's like, hey, man, do you know anything about this CD? Da, 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 da. I'm like, dude, just click buttons. Click buttons and pay money. You'll get there.
The good thing is it's done.
That's where we're at. I mean,
the album's done,
the
but
record's
getting it on
done,
the we're just having some issues with the
we're trying to get it, but we're trying to get it done. Like it's ready to go.
It's on there. It's uploaded.
We're trying to get it ready to go for our show, right?
We want to have it out before
at least one
before our show on the 24th.
At least one song. Maybe one. I don't know.
Physical copies though might be an issue.
I don't know. Yeah. Are we deciding that now? Are we doing the whole thing?
Are we releasing the whole thing on that date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's decided now. so there you go.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that. Yes.
Look forward towards the end of November, I guess.
The funny thing is, every time we go in the studio, it's like, what are we doing? we go in and record. Well, this last time we went and recorded, how many did we do in the weekend? We did like 8 tunes.
Yeah.
Like we did all the drums and bass for 8 tunes, which the last record, it was, I don't think we did that many all at once. I think we did them in like smaller chunks.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But we always go in like what are we doing? So we start recording, we start mixing, we start doing it. So we were making a record, or would we want to release
It's going to be an EP or a single,
and then
you never know.
Fucking 2 years later, it's like, well, I guess we just put it on another record, man. You know? So I don't know. There's 10 tracks on this one.
Yeah,
11?
10.
10.
Yeah, because we took 2 of those.
Got a couple on the back burner too.
Yeah,
the new stuff. We got new stuff coming.
There's some new stuff coming real soon.
We haven't even written it though.
We haven't even written it yet. It's that new.
Yeah,
right.
So good.
But it's good.
Dude,
it's good.
Wait to hear it.
It's got some heat on it.
But in the meantime, check out
the new album.
What's it called? It's called Monolithic hieroglyphic.
I think that's what we're going with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got a month to
Monolithic
decide.
hieroglyphic.
I hope that's what we're calling it. I just said it.
I guess
Well, I already paid for
Set
the
in stone.
artwork.
I saw the artwork. I figured that's what we
Yeah.
were calling it.
we just decided just now. Again.
Self-titled.
Decided on everything.
It's actually self-titled
for
number 2.
Volume 2.
Self-titled volume 2. Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
All right.
That'll be the next record.
The next will be volume 3.
You mentioned the 24th, and
What gig is that?
we do have a pretty good one.
Yeah.
It's a big show.
Yeah, it's a big one.
It's
That's
the
what the
biggest
band
show
called
I
The
think
Urge. I
of.
don't know. You guys may have heard of them.
Are we allowed to talk about it?
Yeah. we can talk about it.
No, it's
We
top-
weren't for a while.
top secret.
We weren't. We had to keep that for a week under the hat.
Yeah, it was pretty tense.
It was hard.
It was leaking.
So anyway, I told everyone that I know about it, and I said, "Don't tell nobody." Because,
Danny DeVito meme. So anyway, I starts blabbing.
Smokey's back here taking a shit. I ain't gonna tell anybody else. I can't fucking wait for that show, man.
So
Not
November
gonna lie, that show
24th,
is-
The Urge, Tree 14, and Wisemary.
Wisemary.
At the
Yeah.
Pageant.
yeah.
Tickets available now, but not for much longer. So snag them up and join the party. This is one of my favorite Thanksgiving traditions. Getting rowdy in the pit with The Urge at the Pageant, and always a good time. So
We go every year.
yeah.
We've seen them. I don't know how long they've been doing these shows. Like 12 years, maybe or something. I don't know. Longer than that, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I know it was like a big thing, and then they took a break, and then they've been doing it pretty steady since they reunited. But yeah, I have no idea how many years that's.
So
been
we were
going.
going to go anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
well, in there.
Yeah,
You're just playing it so
Sure.
you can go to the show for free.
Yeah. I don't have to buy a ticket. Woo.
I think we did Delmar Hall last year. We
Yeah.
did the Sublime
That was
tribute,
fun, man.
and then Tim. We got done playing, and Tim walked next door.
Yeah.
Went straight
See
next
the
door to
Urge.
see The Urge. Yeah.
Good luck, guys. I'll see you later.
Yep, packed up. And, we had a room, I think, at the Moonrise. I think I took my drums up to the room and dumped all my drums in the hotel room and went back down.
that I do love that those are side by side there on the show. I've been a part of a couple of various things over the years, like usually during there's like the El Monstero run of shows, and then like Funky Butt has played like their Extravaganza show next door, and like there was one night where Aaron and Adam ran across the street in their pajamas from Funky Butt to play with El Monstero, and I think Jimmy Griffin went over there to play with them. So it's things like that are kind of cool that we can have that kind of have shows that going on at the same time and collaborating like that. So, but I don't know, there's like some cool moments like that happen for sure.
Delmar's always had a cool kind of vibe, music wise.
That was a fun ass show, man. With my posse in effect.
It was a little.
sold
It was a
out, man.
tricky one for me, but yeah,
you were sick as a dog.
I
man.
couldn't. I lost
Yeah.
my voice, and we recruited.
Last minute.
My buddy Sean from Driftways.
Yeah,
He could sing
He
with
came in
us.
and covered.
He's
Last minute, he's like, "I'll sing all the songs." He just knew all the lyrics, and he did kill it.
He
But-
talked about it coming up beforehand. Like
Right.
he was like, "Hey man, I really kind of want to come over and do some stuff with you guys," and then he never had time to do it or something. And I was like, "Well, I'll let him know."
Yeah, because we were getting ready to cancel it, and
Brad calls me up like, "Hey, call up Sean." I was like, "All right."
like, dude, I can't even talk. I got no voice.
Sold out
How am I
show.
supposed to sing these songs? Sold out show. I was like, we can't
killed
cancel it,
He killed
dude.
it, dude. He killed it.
Yeah, it ended up going over pretty good.
Delmar Hall last year, the Pageant this year. I'll take that, man.
Yeah.
Riverport
Yeah.
next year, brother.
Riverport next year, brother.
Riverport, baby.
Riverport.
in the world.
I've actually played Riverport once, but not on the main stage. I got to drive my car around in there. That was fun.
It's funny you guys call it Riverport because I call it Hollywood because I'm a transplant. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was never Riverport to me.
Right.
What do you mean it was never Riverport? It's always Riverport.
Yeah, it's always been Riverport.
I'm
It'll
not
always be
originally from
Riverport.
I actually call it Verizon Wireless Amphitheater. So,
Really?
yeah.
Well, you know, the Willis Tower in Chicago will never be the Willis Tower.
Right.
It's the Sears Tower. Forever.
I don't know.
Even though it's the Willis Tower.
I'm
Well,
not.
until somebody
I'm not
knocks it
from
down.
Chicago.
See, that's what I'm saying. There's the... neither am I. I'm from Rockford.
It's the Giordano's Tower.
Giordano's Tower.
Yeah, so you guys, that's probably one of the other newer things about the group that you guys also started up a new project a little while back and started doing a Sublime tribute set and titled We Practiced Santeria. And you guys been pretty active with that, right? I mean, like a couple shows a year at least, right?
It's
Yeah.
cooking.
What happened was
It's
is
starting
like
to pick up some
we
speed.
The Delmar Hall
We-
show was the reason we
did it.
Right.
Yeah.
we talked about it.
And then
Then we
someone
kinda-
was like, hey, you should do this for
Yeah.
this show. And we're like, we've already been talking about doing
Yeah.
it. Maybe it's a good reason to jump into it. And
we
you know,
practiced it one time, and
and it worked.
Yeah.
that's all we ever had to do.
And we practiced Santeria, and that was
That's
That's
all we had
pretty
to
much
do. That we didn't have to even learn
That's
the
all
other
you need.
songs.
You just practice Santeria, and then you're immediately
you're a Sublime tribute. Have you tried it?
Try
I
it.
haven't.
They send you a
Dude,
card
go
in the
home and do
mail.
it.
Alright.
It's awesome.
It
Serious.
helps if you gargle with some baking powder or something before
Some
you
heroin.
Yeah.
gargle with some heroin.
This is great.
What's that like?
We can edit that out, right?
Anyway, anywho,
What was it always so you guys were like thinking about, well, we like these songs, like, and we have fun playing together.
Peach
like,
hated it. Peach,
Yeah, we had
was
to really
absolutely-
coerce
we had to
him
drag
into
him
it.
along.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm
But
not really
I feel
much into the
drugged.
cover bands.
Yeah.
I mean, I play covers in my other.
We're not a
solo
cover band,
projects,
Jack's
but
tribute band. There's a big difference.
Whatever, you know. I'm more about selling the original stuff. I like the
Yeah, of
original
course.
stuff. Just
Yeah.
that's just me personally. I don't.
Right.
The Santeria thing is
About that new stuff.
The new, exactly the new stuff that
New
they haven't even
stuff.
heard yet, dude. They haven't
We
even
have,
heard.
it's so new, we haven't even heard it.
Yeah.
It's so new. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly.
But-
Top secret.
I do think they, I get, you know, obviously you want to promote the originals and, you know, focus on that. But it's like, I do think there is room for them to go hand in hand, like where,
Yeah, that's why we're doing it.
right. You know, there's
This makes sense.
people like, you know, I like go down there. I worked with Sean Cannon on Wednesday nights at Oyster Bar for like 4 years doing those Wednesday night tribute shows,
yeah.
and all those guys all have original projects. And I think like when people kind of come in and like they don't really know them, you know, necessarily, maybe like they'll come, hey, you know, they're doing Bob Marley night or whatever. And I was like, I love Bob Marley. I'll go down there. And they realize, damn, these guys are all great.
Great
like,
musicians.
and they start
Let's
become,
check out their other stuff.
yeah, they start digging into
Yep.
their other music and things. So I think it's a good way to, you know, cross promote everything. Like
Sure.
people like you enough that they're going to
Yeah.
continue to, hey, maybe hey, there's a Sublime tribute playing down the road. Let's go check it out. Oh, actually, they do Tree 1-4 also. Like we'll go see that show too. And so I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
there's some of that. I think it happens, and so hopefully
We're kind of like we're there was a void that needed to be filled when Badfish and 40 Ounces of Freedom aren't around.
yeah.
Which
Yeah,
they're
like
not
there's
around
nothing like that
most of
around
the time.
here. You
Right.
know?
So when
And-
they're not in town, you know, of course we're not going to try to step on any toes or like, you know, why we want that gig when, you know, no, man, when they come, they do it great. 40 Ounces of Freedom is a fucking fantastic
They are
Sublime
good.
tribute band. They're fucking awesome.
And
And
those are-
but
Badfish,
they're
I've
not-
never seen Badfish, but I've heard great things.
But they're not from here. So, like,
No, that's what I mean. So when you
you're
guys,
going to get
you know,
that taste a couple times a
and
year.
it doesn't
or
matter, like
come
you
see
said,
us.
if you're a Sublime fan, there's a Sublime thing going on in town, and you go out and see bands, you're going to that show,
Right. And
and
that's
you'll hear the same song over and over and over, and you won't care.
right. That
Yeah.
catalog is just a giant sing along. Everybody knows those songs, and it's like
yeah.
And that's the beauty of it is you learn all the songs and you know all the songs.
We don't. Yeah, we
There's
didn't even
no
learn
new
them though. We
Sublime
just
coming
practiced
out,
it one
man. It's-
time.
So we do have a date for that, and you can come see We Practiced Santeria at Redfish Bluefish November 11th with
G Theory.
the fellas in Guerrilla Theory are doing a tribute.
And they're doing
The Chili Peppers.
the Chili Peppers tribute.
One Lucky Night.
Yeah.
And so yeah, if you want to get down with some Chili Peppers and some Sublime tunes, that's gonna be the night to do it for sure. I got to see Chili Peppers last year in Orlando. I went down there visit. My brother-in-law lives in Jacksonville, and we drove down for the night went to Universal, and then we ran around there, and then we came back and went to the Chili Pepper show, and it was a lot of fun. Like, it was the first time getting to see them live, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a good show.
Saw him a couple times, but it's been years.
Yeah.
Me and some friends went and saw him 2 different shows on the By the Way tour. It's fun. It's one of my favorite bands. One of my biggest 90s influences.
Yeah, Flea came out like I think he had he just turned 60 or something like that.
Yeah.
And came out and did a handstand or walked on his hands across the stage. I'm like, I don't know, that guy's still
he's like a little monkey.
Yeah, it's
very agile.
I've never seen Chili Peppers, man. That's one band that I always wanted to see. I've never seen.
Yeah.
I seen him a long time ago.
Podcast. He's got a good pod. Have you listened to that? I think it's called One Little Light or something.
You're going to plug somebody else's podcast.
No, they do that all the time on podcasts, don't they?
Oh, that's awful.
No, they do.
Oh,
he's got a cool podcast, so it's real interesting. I think there's not very many episodes of it. It's not like he puts a lot of them out, but he talks to Kiedis and all that, and it was cool just hearing one of the bands I'd never seen that I always wish I'd seen. I probably still could see him, but
yeah, do it. The only thing that was funny that night was it rained its ass off as we were going into the show, and they shut down parking and everything, and didn't allow until we were supposed to shelter in place until everything passed, and then they were going to open up the parking and tickets and everything, and but we were at the venue. It's this outdoor soccer stadium that and it's in the middle of a neighborhood, so it's the streets getting into it are just residential streets, and there's and then so we're all jammed up trying to get to the parking lot, and it starts roads are flooding and stuff it's because it's raining so much, and and we're hey, let us in the parking lot before our cars get washed away and stuff.
They float down the street.
And so finally they I think they were updating through socials and stuff, and they finally said, all right, yeah, you can we can park now and things. We finally get parked, and we get in. Everything had been delayed an hour or two, whatever it was, but the show was going to continue to go on and according to plan, except for I think they cut opener sets in half or something like that. It was Thundercat and
that's cool.
And what's it? The Strokes, right? Last night and stuff. So they so I didn't. By the time we got in, because it was just still chaos to even get through there and stuff. I missed Thundercat completely, and then we got to see the Strokes, but they were didn't want anything to do with it. They were pissed off that their set got cut in half or whatever, and it was raining and all stuff. And their singer they did they ended with Last Night, and he just drops the mic and walks off the stage, and I was just what a dude.
Here's your contractually obligated allotment of songs.
On stage doing what you love to do and making money, and man, what a terrible life.
So it's not just a clever name.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all right.
The shitty Strokes. The Strokes. The shitty
Are they any
Strokes.
good?
Are they any good?
Right.
No. It's not just a clever name.
The Strokes.
Yeah. But yeah, it was
I actually like the Strokes. They're cool.
Yeah, I mean, I did until that night, but yeah,
doesn't that suck when that happens too?
Right.
What was that other band? Not Franz Ferdinand. What was the band that the Birds were shitting
That's Archduke.
or whatever?
Oh yeah, that
Or
was
the Bugs or whatever. They just
we were just talking
the whole
about
reason
them
they
not too long
quit
ago.
playing was because they were so fucked up. That
Kings of Leon.
Kings
The
of
Birds.
Leon. See, and I love Kings of Leon.
The Birds.
Yeah, when the birds pooped on them. The bird said everything I needed.
But then they
to say
said
about that
the truth.
band.
The truth was they were so just like in the gutter they couldn't perform, or it was I don't know.
We played a show recently where we didn't bring any lights, and we
Oh God, I forgot
we
about
played
that.
on a trailer, and we brought
At a campground
We just had
for
black
a-
lights, and we didn't think about. We just figured, oh, they'll have
Dude,
something, right? Nothing, dude. And I had this black light, and these bugs for whatever reason.
As
It
the
was
sun went
terrible.
down.
I was like,
You
turn
wanna-
it off. I'll play. I want to play in the dark because
It was a
get-
goddamn plague of locusts.
Oh my
my
god,
mouth, man.
dude!
They were
I'm
getting my
eating them
ear.
and trying to sing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
all over us.
One weekend we're playing a flatbed truck with bugs all over us, and then the night after Thanksgiving we're playing with the Urge at the Pageant.
Yeah, we never
Funny
tried
how-
birds though. We should check that out. That might
You know,
be
in a month from now
a
we'll be playing a
challenge.
flatbed. somewhere
We might be big
bugs.
with birds.
We
We
don't
don't
care.
Yeah, it's a real
We do some wild gigs still, man.
true success story right there, man.
So I feel like you have little minor
Yeah, we'll be playing
inconveniences
flatbed
like
again.
that. You know, if I can play with bugs all over my face, dude, then when the bugs aren't there, I'm gonna play really good.
Yeah, right. When somebody throws a water bottle at you, it won't even phase you at that point.
That's how big the bugs were.
Yeah.
Water bottle sized bugs.
It was crazy. I saw a mosquito get a guy
So
and
anyway,
just
Chili
suck them
Peppers,
dry
yeah.
like instant beef jerky person.
Beef jerky person.
You know, the funny thing was, it wasn't a bad gig. It was, you know, for the most part, it was kind of fun.
Paul got West Nile.
Yeah.
What's Nile?
He's fine now.
The
And
actual
Lyme
river.
disease at the same time. It's crazy.
Right. Well, they cancel each
Drugs,
other out.
can you believe that? So anyway, Chili Peppers, right?
Yeah.
What?
We got there from yeah.
Hey, what about that? We got some new stuff coming.
There is
Yeah.
new stuff.
The new stuff, bro, hadn't even been written yet. It's sick. Yeah.
We got a couple more if you want to throw on your calendar. It's December 10th at Central Stage and December 17th at Sky Music Lounge. So you can come out and get your tree fix there also. But
Super
Working,
cool,
man.
super
Get
cool
your-
venue too. That
Get your
place is
branch
neat.
on.
Yeah, it's cool. We're playing. We've gotten to the point now where we're playing fun venues too.
Yeah,
You know, we're still playing flatbeds, but
yeah.
you know,
we're not really picky, man. If it's cool,
not
we're
too
there.
picky. No, I mean, it's, well, artists and all. You just, we just love to play, dude. We love to play, man. Nobody says that, right? But it's just the truth,
Right.
you know?
What is this all your guys' first time playing the pageant? Is that right?
yeah.
My
Me,
second time.
Yeah, yeah, 10.
I opened for the Urge when I was with Murder City Players
Yeah.
years and years and years ago. And then, it's just, I mean, it sounds as good. To me, it sounded just as good on stage as it does when you're in the crowd.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just the perfect venue. And there's a lot of artists that say that about that venue. The guys from 311 always talk about, Tim Mahoney said that's like his favorite venue to play.
Really?
Yeah, indoor venue, theater size. Any venue really.
Didn't you just get to hang with those guys a little bit?
Yeah.
Tim sends postcards.
All right.
Right.
He gets postcards.
Tim actually mows his lawn.
Yeah.
yeah.
I got to hang with Chad for a little bit before their show at the factory this last time, and it was cool, man. Yeah, Chad's a cool dude. We just talked drums. You know what I mean? I didn't fanboy it. I'm his age, man. You know what I mean? So it's just he's doing a lot better in the business than I ever did and am. But I don't give a shit. We're all doing our thing.
Right.
But yeah, it was cool hanging with him. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems like those, I mean, they come here quite a bit, being especially on the way up. They were, when they were.
Well, they're Midwest guys.
Right. So I feel like we all have
so.
like a lot of in common and things. So
You know where I saw them back in the day, Tim?
At Mississippi Nights, probably.
Riverport.
Oh, got him.
You
Got him.
fucker.
Got him. That was also the first time, that same show, first time I saw The Urge.
Yeah.
Way back
311's
in the
great,
early
man.
90s.
I'll always love 311. Dude, I've been, talk about a band with it. Let's talk about another band for a minute. Can we do that?
Sure,
Is that something
why
we can do?
No.
No, I mean, just they got the perfect success, I think. I mean, they're paying the bills and still making records and still cashing in on Down and All Mixed Up all day, man. It's like residuals, man. That's where it's at.
Right.
Now, the new stuff.
The new
That's
stuff.
where the residuals are going to
New
come
stuff, yeah.
We got to write it still.
from. Yep.
Dang it.
You
It's coming.
you said something earlier about list of demands we posted on
Bless you.
Reddit and
Yeah.
is that because I noticed that's number one on Spotify and it did doing pretty well on there.
That's the jam.
Yeah.
The jam.
So you think we should play it at the pageant?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Half the band wants to play it. The
See
other
what I'm
half the
saying?
band doesn't
So
want
we're
to
a little
play it.
torn on the set list. We've got a general
We've got a
idea of a set list, but
We've already got a set list, subject to change. And we kind of talked. We were going back and forth a little bit. It's like, man, I feel like we should play list.
we
lot of
had a
stuff.
flat out
That's-
brawl
we don't
down
think-
here. There was
At the end of
lefts
the
and
day,
rights being thrown.
we were
Paul
fighting.
lost a tooth.
I didn't even know it was mentioned. I was
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we don't think anybody listens to our stuff. We think we're the only ones that listen to it. So we're like, no, we want to play all our new shit, man, because that's
They haven't heard it.
They haven't heard
They
it
haven't heard it.
because it's new.
None of those people heard the old stuff.
They didn't hear the old stuff either. So it's like, no one's heard any of this, so it doesn't matter. God damn it.
These are all
But
new to you.
I think Shane's opinion is very important.
I'm just a guy.
Hey, it was two.
So-
it was
so
two
are
against
we.
two. It was 2 against 2. So we needed that third.
Right.
We needed that third body in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know it was going to be such a controversial subject.
Well, after we wrap, I'll look at the set list and I'll let you know which ones need to go. And,
Okay.
We'll play it for you. How about
Run
that?
down
There
for
you go.
40 minutes on the nose.
Yeah.
36.
But I mean, on it, it's
Point
a
two.
it's a very good problem to have. That you have
Yeah.
too many that you want to play on the set. So.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That is good.
At least, what I think, like I said, I think maybe if the album is coming out that same time, maybe it would be good to plug some of those. But
There's quite a few of the new songs on the new record on the set list. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's none of the new songs.
Right.
No, not the new. Well, we can't show them the new stuff because we don't really know what it is yet.
We don't know. Well, we got Highway Shoe, but even that one's
That's
a
a
little
new
old
one.
now.
That was kind of old too. Yeah.
that was last week.
Yeah.
That's old now.
You ever see a shoe on the side of the road?
Oh,
And just think, man, what the fuck?
Where'd they come from?
What's going on in your life?
What's
that
it-
one shoe is an acceptable
taste
way.
like?
to
Where's
go?
the other one?
Yeah.
Where's the other shit?
What is going on, dude?
Tiger-rated.
Let's get that shoe on the podcast.
Shoe, you got a lot of splaining to do.
We're gonna get this story.
We don't like you single
that
shoes
tongue
around
back in your
these
mouth.
parts.
No, I think about that quite a bit. There wasn't one that sat there by the exit for a long time, and I'm I drove by it and I kept thinking
Everyone has that thought. I'm telling you. They see the shoe and they're like, "What is it? How did it even get there?"
Like weeks? Was it like weeks? Or days?
It's really hard seeing a shoe down on its luck.
Yeah.
Man. Real
Nice song for
tugging
it.
the heartstrings.
yeah. But yeah, definitely is a real thing, man.
Good. It's not just me. Okay.
Tastes kind of funny too.
So we wrote a song, and it's
That's what that song's
There's
about.
no lyrics,
There's no
but
lyrics.
It takes you on a journey.
Right.
You can see a highway shoe when you listen to it.
Yeah.
It sounds like a highway shoe.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to hear that one. All right, I got a couple of questions for you guys. I was thinking about Speaking of
Secrets don't make friends, guys. I'm just saying.
I'm not here to be your fucking friend. Okay. I'm not your friend, pal.
yeah, I was thinking about the Halloween's theme earlier. We were talking about, and I was thinking like, what do you have a favorite Halloween movie that you watch, or a traditional thing like that has to be watched every year? That is there any that stick with you besides Brad and watching Ernest?
Ernest is a classic, dude. Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really can't.
Do you
top
have it
that.
on DVD or something?
Blu-ray?
You got a Blu-ray?
Blu-ray.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
I do have it. Where do
dude.
you find that at?
We don't fuck around here.
Got a Blu-ray player?
Pull out the old VHS or some shit, or
No, it's Blu-ray. No,
You're looking at the wrong
Laser
guy.
disc.
laser disc.
yeah. Laser disc.
You're looking at the wrong guy. You got to look at me when you ask that question.
Well, he was the one that said
Twitter all day.
It was filmed with all
I was like-
analog equipment.
It's wider and it sounds better.
Yeah. I don't know. I think about
What was
that.
the question again? Oh yeah,
Halloween movie.
movies.
Favorite Star Wars?
For me, I'd say I'm not gonna lie. Zuri's 16, so we watch Hocus Pocus every
Oh
year.
man, we watched that one the other. I missed that one when I was a kid. I never saw it.
I didn't have that when I was a
until
kid.
I was an
it was Great
adult.
Pumpkin Charlie
and
Brown.
it
That
is
was
like the worst movie
It
ever.
was that guy.
It's awful.
Yeah.
There's no good points. Like if you didn't see that movie when you were a kid and have that emotional attachment, fucking unwatchable.
What about
What
that?
movie?
What about
Hocus
that?
Oh yeah,
Pocus.
yeah. It's terrible,
fucking
but it's not.
idiots.
It's just it's fun.
It's
You cut all
fun,
that.
Paul.
It's
God
for
damn it,
kids.
Paul.
It's not fun at all.
Jesus, who's the old guy now in the band? Who's the old
Shockingly
guy now in the
bad.
band? Am I
Shockingly bad.
There's a guy with ice scratched in the back of his head, and I go, well, I can't go wrong there, right?
Right.
That's what every movie should have.
I did watch Casper the other day, and I didn't realize how many like actual stars were in there.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like Dan
Casper. I
Aykroyd's
always
in
turn
there,
that on,
Rodney
yeah.
Dangerfield, Clint Eastwood, like just little cameos, like,
Right.
and you don't even realize it until like I watched it. I'm like, holy shit, I know all these people, you know?
It's a tricky question, man, because it's like Halloween movie or like movie that you would watch at Halloween that's like a scary movie.
The scariest Halloween movie or just horror movie I've ever seen is Hereditary. I think
Which what?
Hereditary. Have you seen that?
Uh-uh.
Oh my god, dude.
Hereditary.
Yeah, it's a creepy one.
All right.
Too scary.
Did you see it?
No, I remember watching the trailer, and I was like, that was enough for me.
Dude, watch that one. That one will have you uneasy like the next day. You're like,
Oh, it's
"Ugh."
that kind of.
Yeah. Some of those are like too,
Too twisted.
too psychological
Yeah, too
and
in your
real,
head when
like
you're
that,
done
like,
watching it.
Well, it's like, where do you go? Like everything's been written. Like you got to
Yeah.
go like more extreme, like more, So it's interesting.
Is it
seeing-
gory or is it just like
It's
psychological?
just one of them. Like there's spots in there where my hair's stood up on my neck. I'm just like, oh shit.
Yeah. I was going to say Return of the Living Dead. That's a
The one with the new wave punk kids in it. Yeah, that one's great.
yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah, where the cadaver comes alive and runs around the medical supply building and
That just happens to
They
be
cut
right
it up
next to
into
a
pieces.
graveyard.
yeah. Well, they cut it up into pieces and then they burn it at the crematorium and the gas goes up and it rains
Yeah.
and then all the corpses come alive. That's a great movie, man.
yeah, we went and did, it's kind of become a Halloween and Christmas, but we did Nightmare like twice a year. And we went and watched it with, the, St. Louis Symphony, at Stiefel Theater.
Nice.
And that was a really cool experience to we love the movie, and it was fun to see a bunch of people like dressed up in their favorite outfits and things and as characters and getting all into it. And then the symphony provides the score arrangements, and it was really a cool experience. So I did it last year with Home Alone and or Jurassic Park. They also do Home Alone, but we watched Jurassic Park.
They do
And,
the scores.
yeah.
They play the
That's
score
cool.
along the movie.
Yeah.
Wow,
And
that's
it's pretty
I
wild.
need to go to that.
Yeah. Mhm. But that's what I was thinking. I was like, I know they're doing Home Alone coming up, and I was like, I'd like to go do that one too. I think that would be really a fun experience for Christmas and stuff. So
Nightmare Before Christmas. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the one we went to see.
Who
Just
did the
recently.
score for that? That was
The guy.
Danny Elfman.
it was Elfman, right?
Yeah, the guy.
That guy.
The guy.
The guy.
That one guy.
The guy. He does all the. Yeah.
The guy who does
the
the thing.
Simpsons guy.
The
Yeah.
guy.
The Oingo Boingo guy.
Right. Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did that one too.
Tales from the Crypt? No shit.
The theme song for
I
that.
miss that show.
Elfman's done a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
A ton of stuff.
Yep. But yeah. All right. What would be next for you guys? Like, I mean, obviously we got the new that people haven't even heard. But
Don't forget about
the
that.
new stuff.
New, yeah.
do you guys?
I guess next
Dude,
for
that
us would
stuff,
be
it's,
the new.
it's just out of this world,
Right.
man. Like
It's insane.
It's so good.
It's insane,
so
dude.
good.
Crazy.
Like I
Right. By the time you guys hear it, we'll already think it's old and not like
Right.
it anymore.
I don't know. Jack said he was going to retire after the pageant gig because that's a
I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that
think
put
so.
me up there.
I think it's a wrap after that.
Yeah.
That's I can.
I moved to St.
you
Louis
know.
like 10 years ago. You know, I saw a show at the pageant. I was like, this place is huge. I might have been like 311 or something. I can't even remember what it was. But I was like, man, if I ever play here, I think that means I made it.
So Jack's done.
All right.
Yeah, he's gonna retire.
It's just a
Gotta cash out his
It's a good
401k.
goal.
You know.
good goal to set for myself. I don't know what else to. I don't know what else, where, I need to go higher now. I guess
There's no
huh?
goals after that.
I don't know where to go next after that.
Riverport?
I don't know.
Riverport, but
I think it's flatbeds from there on out.
Right?
which is fine. I'll
fine.
play him with the
Fine,
same
yeah.
enthusiasm.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just here for the buzz.
I'm not going to not play.
Yeah.
Just gonna live off those Tree 14 residuals.
Residuals. That's right. For those songs.
Our parents are coming out, man. Like, it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Flying,
We'll be
in,
on our
flying
best
in from
behavior.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Can't even smoke weed that night.
Bullshit. You can't.
Just joking.
That's the dumbest
my
thing I
mom-
ever heard.
He
My
might
mom
get-
was always just like,
he'll get
hide the
grounded.
weed, don't smoke. I always have to hide the weed from her. No, she don't care no more. I don't
Everybody
think so.
Did you
Anyway, I
ever-
tell her straight up. Like,
have
I
you
can
ever been
hide.
grounded for it?
Oh yeah,
Really?
I got grounded for it. Oh yeah. Did you get grounded for it?
Yeah, I took my skateboard.
My
I had to
skateboard,
fucking
nice.
walk everywhere for a month.
It was really
Assholes.
I had
literally grounded.
I had one. I had one
Yeah.
Thanksgiving where my mom made fun of me because I couldn't roll a joint.
See, yeah, that was mine. Was that's awesome.
That's like the complete opposite. Yeah. No son of mine's not gonna roll a joint.
How dare you?
Yeah. Yeah. I never got into it. But I think a lot of that came from my parents were really into it. So
Yeah.
we they're they graduated 74. They're hippie kids from the 70s, and they smoked a lot, and we had a grow room in the basement even, and so it was a pretty
Yeah,
wet.
I think that's kind of how it starts
It
going.
wasn't,
man.
it wasn't
It's
like a big deal. It was
That's
just
the thing.
that's
It's
what went on.
boring at that
Yeah.
point. Like for a kid who'd never
It's like
been
my
around
kid.
none of that
Yeah.
shit, but like they teach you about it in school.
I think there's going to be a whole
No, this is
generation
bad,
of kids
bad,
now.
I can see
Yeah.
like one of his
You know,
high
like
school
we're talking
friends like
about.
we're gonna smoke weed and be rebels, brother. Let me tell you something.
Dude, it's not that cool. Like you just eat a bunch of food.
You just no, you're just like that's old people shit. What's wrong with you? That's what my folks do.
There's no
Lame.
adrenaline. Like you get the adrenaline. It's like you're behind an Arby's, like up in the woods. It's like who's got the soda? Hand me the soda can that we poke holes in.
Oh my god,
You're
the
like,
old
"Oh, I
soda
hope
can
we-
pipes.
I hope
we
it's
don't
true.
get caught. I hope
It's
we don't
true.
get caught.
There's
you know?
no. none
So
of that
all the
getting
those
caught,
songs that
yeah.
came out in like the 90s, early 2000s, the rap and all the new metal and all that with all the weed, and, we're cool, we got the best weed, got all the weed, we got the weed. Like all that shit is like totally dated now. It's like none of those songs make any sense anymore because it's pretty much legal almost
Yeah.
everywhere.
Right? Why don't you
So it's
sing
like-
songs about drinking water? You
It's like
Yeah,
we don't even smoke it that way anymore. Where's your
I
dab rig,
know.
bro?
Yeah.
Like
I don't know.
These guys are rolling up plants and little pieces of paper. How quaint!
But it is funny you telling that story because I think there's going to be a whole generation of kids that come up that it's like, what's the big deal?
Right.
not only that, but it's a lot stronger now.
Yes, yes. It could kill you. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, no.
You can
Yeah.
overdose on
If you do more
THC
than
now.
one or two weed balls, you're going
Yeah,
down.
that's
You're
true.
done,
That's
dude.
Look it up. That's true. It's absolutely true. Don't print that.
Man, that video I sent you, Country Wayne, that about his dad doing cocaine.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh man, that's so funny. Like it's a little above what we're talking about, but
Get a bump.
that
I was gonna say that's a different sport, man.
but different sports. You were talking about. Man, the story made me laugh so hard as he was telling what he was saying. Like, so I listened to this Honeydew podcast with Ryan Sickler, and he had this comedian Country Wayne on, and the guy's got a wild story about he had his first kid at 17, had 7 by 22, and now his father 10 kids at 35 years old.
Dang!
And so he had to hit the streets hustling and selling drugs when young to provide for them and stuff. And he started selling with his dad, and his dad got this shipment in from Florida, he said, and Dad said it was started doing bump, snorted testing it.
Testing it. He's like, it's not good. It's bullshit.
He said he sniffs 7 grams. This stuff's no good, man. It's not. It's like.
I'm not feeling it yet.
Yeah,
the first stuff was really good. Everything after that was just nothing.
Well, and then he called him back. He's like, it took a minute to kick in. It's actually, the teeth are all gritted. It's actually really good.
He's like, son, there ain't nothing wrong with them drugs.
It just took a minute.
And he said he had to go to the hospital. He said his heart was beating like crazy. He said he felt like he had 2 hearts and
they had 2 hearts and they're fighting in there.
Well, man, I was in tears the first time I heard that. I was it was so funny to me, just that way he gritted his teeth like that. I know.
It's funny because it's true. You know what I mean?
It took a minute to kick in.
So that's a warning. Don't take a little bit.
Drugs, okay.
Take a little bit and then let it sit and see how it happens and how it reacts.
Space mine a little bit.
And let it sit.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's funny.
If you try doing it 6 more times
Right.
in random succession.
But yeah, man, I'm really excited for you guys. I'm excited for new music. I can't wait for Highway Shoe.
And you
Can't,
Funny thing is, that's an actual song. It's
real shit.
It's an actual. It's an actual.
You'll hear it at
it's an
the
actual
pageant.
thing. It's not the new. But it is.
It's the old new.
Is it? Is
It's kind of
it's-
old, but not quite old enough to have made it onto the album.
Yeah.
Anyway, Monolithic Hieroglyphic.
yeah.
That's the record. Look for it. I don't know. If you're a fan, you already go.
You
listen
won't have to look
Zohar
hard
anyway. So it'll pop up there one of these days. Whenever Brad says so.
Yeah.
Whenever our digital overlords will
That's
allow my shit to go
How do
through,
I
we
do
will
this?
sort it out.
He calls me up. How do I do this? I click, bud. Just click. But it's telling me this. I don't know.
The overlords are like, let's hear the new stuff first.
If anyone else is having issues uploading to CD Baby, feel free to reach out and help me out because I'm having a real issue with this Pro Legacy publishing shit. So after
It's a thing.
if you listen to
It's
the
a real
podcast,
thing,
go ahead and hit
though.
me up. Let me know how you figured it out.
It's a real thing. It's on Reddit.
Yeah.
It's on Reddit. Yeah, past 30 days, this is an issue. So
Right.
kind of ironic how that works out.
Yeah. I heard somebody saying the other day they were.
Who is it?
Who is it?
I
Talk
don't
to him.
remember, but they were saying they were switching distribution and stuff. So might be why they were switching. So I don't know. I didn't ask too many questions, but
I don't know.
if it's
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll get it figured out.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
It's just
I
funny that
don't
he
give a
called
fuck
me.
who's at the top.
right.
Yep.
We're coming for you.
On the case.
Harold Spotify is going to get an earful.
Detective Highway Shoe on the case.
But getting to grab those tickets November 24th.
Get them
The
quick.
Pageant, The Urge, 314, and Wisemary. Gonna be a great night. So can't wait to see you guys there. And hopefully we can do this again real soon. This is a lot of fun. I had a great time hanging with you guys. Always do.
Thanks, Shane. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for having us.
Love you guys.
So, yeah, thanks, buddy.
Bye, everyone.
All right.
Later.